I was in a cab.
What was the cab going off road? Were you there? What the fuck?
No,
What's
but
going
that just
on?
happens because it's a tight container. But yeah, I get a little LeBron action
Why do
every
you-
time I am parched.
So you only drink club soda in there?
Yeah, usually. I mean, I'll do water.
Club soda is.
I'll do water, but like usually it's. I mean.
Come on.
Oh, you think I got booze in here?
Yeah. I
No.
mean, why would you not put booze in there?
Because then everything's gonna taste like the booze.
What?
I mean, I know it's stainless steel and
Yeah.
whatnot, but like,
I was gonna say, just clean it.
yeah, but then that's the nice thing about having water in there, is that you don't have to clean it as often because I'm just putting water in. Though I have gotten a sore throat from being a fucking disgusting person.
Yeah. How long do you leave water in there and then drink it? What's the longest you've gone drinking stagnant can water?
Well, usually I'm going through it a couple
Yeah.
times a day,
Yeah.
right? But like last weekend, it was a weekend because I left it. I forgot it, and then when I came back, I was like, "Oh yeah, here it is." And then when I refilled it, I was like, "What's that black spot?" And I was like, "Oh no."
Oh damn! Did you get diarrhea?
No. Usually it's just a sore throat, but as soon as I saw it, you just put the lid in boiling water, you fill it with boiling water.
That is way too much work. I would never.
But
I would
then
never
I just have
think
water on me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like to boil the lid, to do all the cleanup with it.
I could just go in with a scrub brush, but because
Yeah.
it's like a bacteria or whatever, I've had the and then
And it's just been
and
from
it's just
drinking
been from this shit is disgusting. No,
stank
like
ass
the
water.
lid is nasty, and then I'm like, what's going on? My throat.
So
I need to drink more water.
So it's
and
just
then you drink more water.
I could never get on water.
No?
Water was never like. Don't get me wrong, I drink it
Sure.
because my brain is like, you
have
gotta
to.
drink
Yeah.
water. I never got like when those people are walking around with I don't know what I respect more. People who like have a water bottle, or the people who walk around literally with just like Deer Park jug, like
The gigantic one.
not just a jug. I mean like a literal gallon of water.
yeah.
Like they just went to the grocery store and got a gallon of water.
Yeah, but those people like finish houses,
yeah.
and so like
That's why I think I respect. I think it says working class.
right, because it's
when-
like I do not have running water where I make my money.
Totally understand.
Yeah. That one makes sense.
That one I
For like
do.
the soccer mom.
But
big
when
Stanley
you're
cup.
seeing the jugs that say like they have the lines like start of the day, almost there. You get it, girl. Like
Yeah.
that shit I can't get behind at all.
I mean,
can't.
I think whatever it takes for you to drink water.
But that's a crazy thing to be.
It's
You have
obnoxious as shit.
to have motivation to drink water. I drink water
Some
when
people-
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, fuck.
well, your pee is not supposed to be like the color of the sun.
No,
It should be like
but
closer to-
clear.
but not clear.
Pee, clear
I mean,
pee, I think that's just a slap in the face.
Well, clear pee is.
Honestly, that's just
Clear
a slap
pee
in the
means-
face of the toilet.
It means you're ready for porn.
Look, I like where you're going with this.
You know what I mean?
So, well, clear pee, I've also, have you ever peed on somebody?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you did it, was it like, did you prepare for the pee, or was it just on a whim? Was it,
It was on a whim. It was a whim, but I think it was a whim because I am hydrated.
So you were constant.
Like drinking water, being hydrated,
Yes.
is good for all of the bodily fluids that you want someone to taste.
And I heard that squirt is 90% just drinking water.
I can
When you
imagine.
When you get it, you can basically put it in a bottle.
But I think that like in the movies,
in the movie,
they
yeah,
just-
in
they're
the,
just
on the
drinking
big screen,
when you're in
That's
the
practical
industry.
effects.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, pretty much. When you're in the industry, they just drink a shit ton of water.
They definitely had Bob Bowden just it's like, yeah, we got to rig up a vagina to squirt halfway. Squirting porn,
It's a pump guy in the back.
I mean, squirting porn has never been like the jam,
No,
but I am pumped when it happens in real life. Like
Sure.
squirting porn, like I'll watch and be like, yeah, dude, that's
outta
not-
here.
get out of here.
I've never had like
Get
a
outta here.
enthusiastic
You've never had that before?
where I've had things seep. You know what I mean?
The first time a lady ever squirted, and like this was where I almost stopped and I was like, that's not real. Like where I almost was like, somebody is
Get it
behind
out.
the-
Shut it. You're
I was
not even
waiting
really
for somebody to
choking.
like come behind the curtain and be like, gotcha,
Ah.
motherfucker. I thought I was on candid camera. And but the first time I was
You've been fucked.
and then a guy comes out, I was like, look over there.
Yeah.
There's a camera over there. I'm like,
He's
ah,
like-
come on. is my mom gonna see this? It's like, come on, man. Yeah, the first time a lady squirted on me, it literally came out, hit my chest, and then splashed back onto her. It was like, honestly, 6 pumps on a fucking super soaker.
Yeah, like
came out, and I was like, that.
Did you taste it?
I mean, you could not. It was like, when when you walk across the bridge over the log flume and you're trying not to get and you're like, that's kind of,
it's a little bit of chlorine.
Yeah,
in
what
there.
is that? It tastes fresh, but it was
did it taste like pee or?
No, it didn't. You know what the funny thing is? Didn't taste like pee, didn't smell like pee, but it was like it hung in the air like pee. Like the smell, whatever it was, like
it was
permeated.
A mist.
It was a mist. It was like the mist with Tom and Jane. There was like that. There was bugs in there.
I killed my family right afterward.
I was like, I didn't know. It was confusing me. I wasn't ready for that much squirt to come out. And when. Then when it happened, I was like, yo, I did that.
Of course.
I was like, I did that.
Yeah.
And then the letdown was when I was like, yo, it's crazy that it happens. She's like, oh, that happens all the time. You're like, fuck it.
Oh,
then you just feel bad.
That's bad post-game etiquette.
That's what I'm saying is like,
like
lie to me.
Right.
That's where
That's never happened. Oh my God.
Like if a woman comes and she's like, oh, that was great. I'm like, yeah, dude, I did my job. But if a chick squirts on you to a point where like you are blown back, like it looks like the fucking JFK footage, like you're jumbling all around. It's like, just lie to me. Just lie to me and tell me that I was the first person to do that. Then I feel
you got to do the aftercare.
But then I don't. Yeah, you know what?
You got to do the aftercare.
Do the aftercare.
Like if ever I'm doing something sexually and if ever I'm doing something sexually and somebody has like an aghast look on their face, it's important that you go, hey, that was your fault. Hey, I just want you to know you brought that out of me. I don't.
That's also not what you want to hear as a dude. It's like, that was your fault.
You made me do that.
Fuck.
You made me do that.
Yeah,
I saw how you were dressed.
I mean, I've been on the other end too. Is I've had a lady, we fucked around, squirt happened, and then later I've been messaged that we've ruined furniture. And then like you're like, well, what do we do? And like that was like, well, it was this, and I really like this. It was vintage. It was suede. I'm like,
was it that person's place?
It was that person's place.
And that's again. That's your fault.
That's your fault.
You like that couch. Get a towel. You know where the towels are.
But that is also.
I get it. It's never happened.
But here's also the aftercare too. That like this is a thing where that would make me feel the pressure would be on. Say we go to bang and they bring out a towel. I'm like, what is? Now, and then it doesn't happen.
Oh no, not me.
That's like I feel fucking terrible if that were to happen.
Oh no. No, a towel is just like a barrier so that you can. Sorry. It's just a barrier so that any juices can show up.
Sure.
Or whatever comes out of the body. I like that because it's like, no. It's about to go down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like if I don't make a splash, if I'm not in the splash zone afterwards, like there's nothing worse than someone putting down a towel and after it's kind of bone dry. That's kind of...
Oh, well, then that's when you just use it to wipe your dick off.
Yeah,
but
sure.
But that's what it's there for. It's there for incidental.
Look, I appreciate you thinking that everyone is like, being a good sport about everything.
Maybe, okay.
In the other hand, when I see the towel come out, that's like someone being like, yo, things are about to get wild, and they're putting on goggles before they jump out of a plane. I'm like, this is prepared.
Right.
But that's like when the towel, but I don't know.
I mean.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more pressure for me.
I'm all for props, man. I'm all for props. Oh, we're about to get down and dirty. I have to put on the mask. You'd be like, oh, shit.
Now, what... Have you ever
fucked with a mask on?
Mask on, yeah.
No, I've had somebody pull out a mask because cameras were out, and they were just like, just not my full face, and I was like, great, that's fine.
That's sick.
My mask didn't cover their mouth.
Now, did you ever like?
I didn't wear a mask.
You didn't wear,
but I was behind the camera.
You were behind the camera,
but like, I think you could see my face
because you kept.
Because I can suck my own dick. That's why. Because I can. Oh yeah. I mean, I showed up. Like, you could see me in mirrors and shit and whatnot. Like,
just there.
Yeah.
You're like that footage from Three Men and a Baby, just that like image in the background. Like, is that Darryl Charles? I swear to God, it's Darryl Charles.
I have a life-size blow-up of me, and I
Holy
just keep
shit.
it in the corner.
This is the End Podcast with Ryan Shannon. I'm joined by the one and only Darryl Charles.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Appreciate
Where can people find you? You got anything to plug?
Yeah, of course. I got all the things to plug. Which one am I?
Just anywhere.
Hey.
Oh,
Hi.
there.
You. DTF, the Darryl and Timmery Fun Hour, every month. Comedy Sports Philly, live, the greatest sex education comedy game show in the known universe. You should come through. It's fun. We got a podcast too, DTF, Darryl and Timmery Fun Hour. DarrylComedy.com. You can come see me. Punchline, July 6th.
Whoa.
It's a Saturday. So whatever one that is.
That's 2 days after Independence Day.
You know, the day that people are known to go out and see comedy, baby.
It's the most party day ever, dude.
That's why they wanted Darryl Charles. They said,
we need a real American.
We need
here. Stars and bars.
Yeah, wear all your American flag festooned things. And
you should come out like
see
Apollo
me.
Creed from Rocky IV.
You goddamn right.
Just
Yeah.
fucking just pointing. Come out of a big golden bull, which I never understood. I never understood that part.
What?
In Rocky IV, when there is a gold bull that breaks apart and Apollo Creed comes out of it. I've never understood that part.
Just living in America, baby.
I get the whole thing.
Yeah.
I get the whole thing. The gold bull, I don't understand. Part of me I wish there was a part in Rocky IV where Apollo is like negotiating the big show.
big is it? Yeah.
He's like, how can we do it? What can we do? And then they're like, we don't have the eagle. We don't have the eagle. You want to swoop in? He's like,
you don't have to eat. All right.
Wait,
Shit.
what do you got? And it was like, we have a gold bull that breaks apart.
That's perfect. And then he leaves, and they go, I can't believe you went for the fucking bull.
You know what? I also would have thought it'd been crazy if they did have a outro for Apollo Creed after he got killed. They played
and they played it by mistake.
Living in America, but they put him in a American flag body bag. Like they just try to play it off like it was a whole plan.
It's all part of the show, folks.
It's all part of the show. Don't worry about it.
They pull the flag over him. 21 guns
That
go
would
off.
be, dude, perfect.
Yeah. Then
Perfect movie.
And then Russia and U.S. they figure it out.
Well, they eventually do. They eventually figure it out. That whole movie is just the tension between America and the Soviets is just so great.
It was beautiful.
I love everything about it.
And those Russians, man, you know, they love the steroids and they love workout machines.
You know what?
And the only way to beat them is by punching trees.
The only way to beat them is to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
You have to lift your family in an old carriage.
The old-fashioned American way.
You have to do it. You have to chop wood.
You got to Oregon Trail it to victory.
You have to have your trainer play chess at least one time in the movie. I loved that, too. It's just like, why is he playing chess?
Because boxing's about strategy.
It is definitely all symbolism, without a doubt. And I did try the one part. Have you ever, like when I see the training montage for Rocky IV, it does motivate me to try to I'm like, I could do some of that.
Yeah.
And the one part where Rocky is like laying on his back and like he's doing like the 6-inch, like almost like yoga thing where he goes up and down. And the guy's like, no pain, no pain. I've tried to do that several times. And the first time I did it, I thought I broke my shoulder. Because I was like, I can, like, just no stretching. No, I'm like, I can definitely do that. And that's the worst part about Rocky movies. Anytime I see him, like, I can do all of that.
Yeah, totally. If he can, I can.
All of it. It's like, this guy's borderline retarded. I can do, like, are you trying to tell me this guy can do? I'm like, I can fucking, no problem.
You know,
whatsoever.
the thing I heard, Michael B. Jordan was talking about it for one of the fucking Creeds, is that the way they film it is the process. So, like, they do all the fighting first because that's when they're, like, in immaculate shape.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they do all of the training to get into shape.
Sure. And then they had to film the fighting.
Then they film the fighting and they're, like, fucking ripped and they're not eating real food.
Sure.
And then they do the acting part while they get fat.
Oh, wow.
And then they do then they film the training.
Then they train it backwards.
They do it backwards so that they've done everything else and now they can just do the training, and it's this person who was in fucking great shape.
Yeah.
A little pudgy. getting fucking smart, right? And it was the way they do it so that the actors don't murder people on set because they have to be fucking in that shape the whole goddamn time.
I didn't hate Creed. I thought Creed was great. I did think that Creed 2 when he goes,
but they learned that during Rocky is what I'm saying.
They learned
like that way of filming. They did for all the Rocky movies,
dude. That's all Stallone.
But that was the whole thing.
Yeah, Stallone's such a fucking as much as you could shit on Sylvester Stallone. He did write and direct all the Rockies.
Didn't he get?
He did do it.
Didn't he get an Oscar for it?
He did.
Yeah, exactly.
He did get it, and it's crazy when you really do believe that. I for the longest time believed that Sylvester Stallone was retarded. It was one of those things where it was so believable.
He only sounds like that when cameras are on, right? But I don't.
I also when you see him talk, just when he's doing interviews, he is still slow like that. Like, yo, I guess I really was pretty good. Like, I want to believe he gets in a limo. It's like, these fucking people. I studied at Juilliard and I did this. Like, just losing his mind. It's like, I have to pretend
workshops
to be this stupid Italian ape. Fuck you. Like, losing his mind the whole time, and then he calls Arnold's like, how'd you get over it? And Arnold's like, well, I don't really. He's like, sorry, then Arnold's like, actually, man, I tried really hard to get over it. He talks in the different. He's like, that weird, thick Austrian accent. That's not really me.
Sells.
What
do you want me to do?
They said do it better, and I did it better. Then I got socially jacked, and then I had the first movie. They're like fighting alien. Oh, that's my first starring role. I wanted to be a fucking, machine. Bullshit. Speaking of movies, I watched Batman and Robin.
Oh, boy.
Dude. What?
Oh, boy.
First off, you want to talk about shit.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Oh, awful. But
pretty bad.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was having the time of his life.
He definitely was, and you could definitely tell that he definitely didn't give a shit about anything.
That dude never read a comic book in his life.
Dude, there's one part, I can't remember what part it is. There's a scene, I think it's when he interrupts the big ball that where he gets the one diamond. There's Batman and Clooney and Chris O'Donnell are running around, and there's a part where Arnold Schwarzenegger is in the background, and you just see him kind of not even trying to act. Just man, am I done with this shit?
Yeah, right.
It blows my mind.
This kind of sucks. They're like, you ready to do a pun?
Yes. He's like, I'm making how much money for the movie? You give me all of it. It's pretty great.
My neck will be icy. Is how he felt the entire time.
Bling bling, fuck face. It's like, yo, Schwarzenegger's out of his mind. The other thing I did really enjoy. I did really enjoy. You know what? Can you rig that up to make a different noise?
I wish.
Could you make it
fart?
Oh. Sorry, it's just club soda.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's in there? Squirt.
It's squirt. Oh man. You know what, Danny? Can we do an advertise for Squirt Soda? Can we bring Squirt back? Can we write Squirt? Oh! I'm gonna. Oh! And then the tagline is a woman drinking it and being like, I've never done that before. I usually don't do that. That would be.
Oh my God.
Oh! It's like, oh, I ruin your furniture. Just
my suede.
That was a vintage couch.
No.
Squirt.
How do I explain this to my mom?
Squirt. It's really not pee. It's not pee. It's totally not pee. Whatever you thought Squirt was, it's not. They've done Squirt. They've done tests.
With vitamins, minerals, and a little bit of pee.
Vitamins, minerals, and a little bit of pee. It's look.
There's some in there already.
I'm telling you, a lot of people debate that Squirt is pee. It's not.
Pee?
It's a citrus flavor.
Every sixth can.
Yeah, pee. It might be pee. Every sixth
Is it pee?
can. Is
Who
it
knows?
pee? Is it every 6 can of squirt?
Every 6 can. 1 pee in every 6-pack.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Dude, we got to bring back the squirt points. Squirt points. Dude, I want some squirt swag now. It's one of the most unsung sodas of the late 80s going into the 90s. Squirt was around.
There was a real soda named
You
Squirt?
didn't know Squirt?
No.
Danny, show us a picture of Squirt. Squirt's real. You didn't know Squirt?
I believe you. It's like fucking, what is it, Fruit Stripe gum?
Who didn't believe Fruit Stripe gum was a thing?
It was like a thing on the internet, but it happened with my friends. It was like, what was
Did someone
that
get
gum that,
Mandela affected about it?
that's what people would. Somebody brought it up, like the Mandela effect. But it was like, no, it was like a bad gum that.
Squirt.
Okay, I think
You definitely recognize.
I was thinking Mellow Yellow because those are the same colors as Mellow Yellow.
I think Squirt. A lot of people actually Squirt is 90% Mellow Yellow. That's actually what they used to call Squirt. When it comes out of a woman, it's Mellow Yellow.
She's so calm now.
Oh my God! She just gave me a little bit of that Mellow Yellow. You know what I'm talking about. But actually, back to Batman and Robin. I think one thing I was kind of disappointed about the movie.
Everyone was. You know, the director apologized in the special features.
Joel Schumacher apologized
on the DVD.
Yeah. On the during the commentary.
No. Like I think it was like like they did a post interview thing, and he was like, "Seems like a lot of people were disappointed." I'll put into that. I apologize to them.
You know, I'm gonna make it up to you guys
by making
by quitting, just stopping.
Wait,
I know.
Isn't he the Transformers guy?
No, that's Michael Bay.
Oh, okay.
That's the Bay man.
Well,
which are basically the same thing. Michael Bay and Joel Schumacher, when it comes to like action movies, it's the same.
It's a lot of explosions,
product placement, and a lot of which they should have put Squirt in Transformers.
They totally should have.
And then it's like, are you Transformers?
You open it.
Oh, that's good Squirt. Optimus Prime doesn't want to destroy there. He's like, we have to protect.
They land in the desert, and he's like, my gears are all sanded up. And it's like,
pour some.
What you need is a little squirt.
Squirt. Ironhide. Squirt on me.
Squirt on me. Witwicky, you have really helped the Transformers, the Autobots.
You know what, man? This is why, I've said before, I don't even understand why I haven't been tapped to write movies. It's like right there. It's right there.
Easy.
But Alicia Silverstone in Batman and Robin. One, I've had like a love. I've had like a weird crush on. I've never like had a full crush on Alicia Silverstone.
Okay.
Because I think she is attractive.
Yeah, she's cute.
But then she does that smile like she just farted. Like the smile where it's like she's like, oh, like it's like back, like don't go in there. Like I kind of just ripped in the room. She has a very I farted and I'm trying to get away with it smile. But there were nipples on
everybody's.
Yeah, but the nipples on hers,
okay,
they're not as predominant.
Well,
which I kind of am bummed out about.
I can imagine that. Yeah, I mean
that's bullcrap.
The memes alone.
Meme schmemes. I'm saying Alfred.
You just wanted equal.
What I'm saying is Alfred made the bat suits.
That's right. Because he did. Yeah.
Because he did. He says in Batman
he did him
Forever,
behind the back,
which is wild as shit.
Yeah.
That Alfred is that weird of a just like acquiring the materials. And this is before Amazon.
Seamstress, yeah.
This is before he had to go to Joanne Fabrics and ask for puffs. And he's like, yo, I'm trying to make this. It's like, don't ask about it.
Sculpt a muscle. I need to get.
He's just very, very just up in his room with clay doing wild shit. But he put nipples on the bat suit for Clooney and Chris O'Donnell. And then he makes a bat suit for his niece. And it looks like it's cold, but he definitely, like,
they're fighting Mr. Freeze. Maybe that was.
You know what? I didn't even think about that.
That was like the thermal bat underwear from the 60s one.
The thermal bat underwear.
Yeah, that was how he would defeat Mr. Freeze on the Adam West Batman.
He wore thermal.
He wore Batman. He wore I wore my bat thermal underwear. Is how he was able to survive the cold.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think that Alfred was taking on aesthetics for the new. He's like,
there's a plot.
He's like, look, guys, I know what you're thinking. Why is there nipples? It's freezing.
It's cold.
It's gonna be freezing out there.
In the nipple is tiny heat warmers.
Oh,
and you don't know
man.
that, like, if your nipples are warm, you can't be cold.
That is, they never also show Batman ever having to take a shit or piss, which like, how do you get out of the bat suit?
Right.
They don't show it because they show him like suiting up and they're weird, like there's weird ass shots and cross shots and the buckling.
Yeah.
But they never show him like
then the nipple. Yeah.
Yeah, they never show him zipping up like, all right.
Right. Or getting out the bathroom.
Yeah, he's like,
or like halfway through, he's like,
God,
Alfred.
damn. Is it like a romper?
I gotta take a shit.
Or is there like a drop seat, like an old timey, like
Right.
fucking one piece, like fucking nobody goes into that, and I don't understand why that hasn't gone into.
He shits in the Batmobile. That makes the most sense.
If there's a toilet in
There's
the
a toilet in the seat.
There's just a
Like, he locks in, and there's like a toilet in the seat. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's a vulnerable position,
very,
and you can't do that when you're patrolling.
and
the
that's like, because billionaire Bruce Wayne, he's constantly going to parties, he's constantly living it up.
Sure.
There's got to be a time where he has eaten terrible fish or something. Something that doesn't agree
something
with
that was
him.
room temperature and has
And then he
mayonnaise
sees
in
the
it.
bat signal,
Yeah.
and he's like,
He's
oh,
like,
no.
oh, no.
Bat signal turns into the shat signal
Right.
real quick.
Right after this Hot Ones
He's
challenge.
like, no.
Oh my God. Well, these junkies aren't going to beat themselves up.
He gets out of the Batman. He's like, look, I'm going to level with you right now. I just ate. Look, let's not do this. He's just sweating.
Can you please stop mugging her?
All right. Look, throws the batarang. He's like, all right, I've got.
Listen.
Actually, can you throw that back to me? I got to get it back.
Ooh.
I can't come over there.
Someone farting in that dark corner? I am the night.
Just seeing Batman like up in the corner. He's just like, God damn it.
Look.
Robin, you're going to have to take this.
Stop with all this crime, all right? Stop. And he just...
Guys. He pulls a Joe by. Don't.
Stop it.
Knock it off.
Whoops all their ass, and then it's like, where's your bathroom?
All right, guys. Honestly, if we're going to do this, I'm telling you.
I'm shitting on somebody.
I'm telling you right now, you hit me in the stomach, we're all paying for it. There's no one's walking away here clean. I'm telling you, like, you're pieces of shit henchman. I just came.
Listen.
I just ate.
Oh my God. Look, I'll be back.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh.
And then he's making out with Catwoman. And she's like, "Let's go back to the cave." He's like, no,
Not tonight.
no. Honestly,
It's been no thanks.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Alfred has been complaining about the skid marks in the bat suit. Just seeing the bat suit inside out hanging on a line, just
shit
with like not
down
even skid marks, just the
runny shit,
runny sweat
like
shit
in the boot.
Oh man, diarrhea Batman. Come on,
sloshing.
You'd have to really trust yourself as Batman, and they never.
He's committed.
I understand.
That's what it is.
But that would also make him seem more intimidating.
Or he'd just be a crazy person beating up people in the street.
Crazy.
Yeah, but like when you smell like shit, like the way you smell is the quickest indicator of.
It's like, don't go. Oh, you want some guano?
That'd be what they do.
Bat guano.
Hit it with the guano pellets.
Hold on. What do you got there? It's like, this is concentrated poop. It's like Bruce Wayne's legitimately. Then they have to have a conversation. The boy wonder's got to go to Alfred's like, yo, I'm actually very concerned.
He put shit on somebody.
So Batman has taken it upon himself. He claims he's the world's greatest detective, but honestly, I detect some serious mental problems here.
Serious problems. He's starting to stink.
He's like, he's like, holy fucking shit, Batman.
That's right, Robin. We found the lair. No,
I'm serious. What the fuck?
Batman, it's coming out of your gloves.
He's like, I put it on. Honestly, if you just rub
fear.
Yeah, what does that
Everyone
smell like?
fears shit.
Fear. Think about it. He's just got poop on a stick. He's like, coming at you.
He's like,
nobody wants it.
That's why they're all nervous.
Thugs.
They're sitting there, posted, looking around like, somebody shit?
Yo, someone who crapped their pants.
Come on.
Who did
I
this?
am the night. Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they start going.
Oh, no, we're going to get beat up by
He
it.
goes from the Dark Knight to the brown streak. And he's like, nobody wants to deal with him. He's like, I can't fucking just, come on, man. Commissioner Gordon's like, look,
somebody's got to do it.
Look. You're like, or when that thing when he disappears, like Gordon will be talking and turns around, he's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, he does that sometimes. It's just like
no
like,
smoke. That's him farting.
He just throws down farts. He's like, sorry. He's like, I've been working on some cool stuff for a while. All right, dude, we got messages.
I had Ty.
Hey, we're taking a moment from the End podcast with Ryan Chainer to talk about Freeze Pipe. 420's over, but the party's just getting started.
Just getting started.
Upgrade to Freeze Pipe for the coldest tokes ever. We love Freeze Pipe around here. Mm-hmm. They're the best for keeping harsh smoke cold and easy on the lung. The trick is the freezable glycerin chambers that come in every piece. Ooh. Just put the chamber in the freezer for 1 hour. When you inhale it through, the smoke is cooled down by over 300 degrees. Glycerin is totally non-toxic and freezes more quickly than water and stays frozen longer. Honestly, I use the Freeze Pipe every time I'm on the bidet, which is never because I'm an American. I get up, and I put on pants, I go out in my backyards, I take the Freeze Pipe, and I get icy in front of my neighbors. And I swear to God, if that dog comes out again, I'm putting on that Vic jersey, and it is DDT. No more puppy. No more waiting for a winter to pack snow in your bong. You can use Freeze Pipe all year long. Once you smoke with a Freeze Pipe, you're never going to want to use anything else. Shop pipes, bubblers, bongs, dab rings, and more at thefreezepipe.com. Use code SquirtleLight for 10% off your entire order. That's freezepipe.com and use code SquirtAlert for 10% off your order. Now,
SquirtAlert.
Back to the show. Yeah, I had bad time. Honestly, I'll never eat that shit ever again.
Oh God. It was free on Grubhub.
Doesn't work for me.
Yo, Shaner, the podcast kicks ass, but there's a lot of these fucking dudes calling in talking about sobriety and shit these days. I fucking wish you'd start drinking again, bro. I want to be the devil on your shoulder. Like I'm saying, throw on some Lamb of God. You listen to Vigil, and when that shit drops, you tell me you don't want a fucking beer? Doggy, that's fucking retarded, man. Come on, man. Just, I mean, maybe don't drink any. I don't know, whatever's good for you, but fucking stop with this fucking lame-ass sobriety shit all the time. Where's that fucking Trans Am at, kid?
Strong. I love it. Because in the middle of it, he's like, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, dude, I love. You know what's funny? For his fucked up, the moment of clarity that he had was pretty good.
Destroy your life on alcohol. Okay, well,
maybe don't do that. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, dude, I get it. You know, Lamb of God is great. Yeah, you put on As the Palaces Burn. It's a sick album. You want to get fucking rad. I get it. But it's also like, you know, when it comes down to it, people are like, why don't you drink?
I'm saying if you start drinking, you put Lamb of God on and that Trans Am's going through that dude's living room.
Oh, man, that would be great.
Now it's your problem.
He just hears the opening, the slow chords to Vigil. He's like, what is that? And then the Firebird smashes through the house. I'm upset. I'm like, hey, man. Yeah, you ready?
You're right. You were right.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now one thing that I learned about you from that message.
We go together.
And it's like, you know what? First off, yeah, I may have shit my bats. I'm in a bat suit. Like, you can't arrest me. Bring the cops.
Let's get another beer.
I'm sorry. Honestly, it's like, if you think, by the way, I don't even. These nipples are already hard. I don't need a bat suit. And you know what, dude? I appreciate your call. You're the best. I'll fuck you. No, fuck you. I love you, dude. You're the best.
You have a couch I can sleep on?
Also, honestly,
That's my favorite part about the drunk exhale.
dude, the talking be like, well, you gotta, honestly, if you think you want to go over there, there's chicks. You know, I said it before about a Rocky Four. Let's just back it up. Let's go back down that road. If you think about, first off, Mighty Ducks 2. They didn't even have any Russians on the team. And if we're talking about...
So that's why he doesn't drink. You see?
Yeah.
And
Does
that's
anybody
why.
want that?
That's why.
I couldn't imagine trying, like, and you know what's crazy is, like, I think about how many jobs I've had fucked up. Like, I've gone to, like, this job I have now, it wasn't until I stopped drinking, it was the first time I ever went to work sober in my life. And, like, people were like, come on. I'm like, dude.
No.
I'm telling you.
I earned this.
People are like, you worked at a grocery store for a while. I'm like, you don't think I was fucked up?
I don't think that
Get out of here.
the grocery store, obviously a job you could do. fucked up.
You can, especially if you work in the produce department. It's
You're
the
stacking
easy,
fruit.
Dude.
It's a game of Tetris.
And I was very good.
Yeah.
Until you do fuck. Sometimes you do fuck up.
Well,
You fuck up. If you think you can build a pyramid out of bananas, it doesn't always happen that way.
you might need sobriety for that.
You're like, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be my tribute to Joser. Sorry. You're right. You're right. I can't. The only time I ever really got in trouble, so I got in trouble working at the grocery store. I had to go through sensitivity training 3 times, but the one thing
For things?
for things.
Like, okay.
So the one time I have a bit about it. I convinced a lady that the Nazis invented glitter. I convinced her of that. She got real mad. Got real mad about that.
They're taking everything from us.
She got real pissed. And the other one that not only did I get in trouble, my buddy Justin. So we were fucking around with the new kid. He doesn't understand. Do you know what a cardboard baler is?
No.
So basically, if you go around the side of a grocery store, sometimes you'll see big, like, huge square blocks of cardboard that are wrapped in,
Sure.
like, you know, to do that, you had to put it in a thing that crushes all the
machine,
cardboard,
yeah, and then
you
wraps
wrap it in the fucking, you have to physically wrap it in these wires. What a lot of people don't know is that baler doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It doesn't, because it's like, so people don't get crushed.
Right.
A lot of kids don't know that. So we got this kid in the baler and we were telling him, like, just showing him how it worked. And we shut it. We're like, oh, yeah, can you, like, fuck around like this thing? And then we hit the button to,
And
like,
it
it started coming down. And this kid started losing his mind.
I can imagine.
He thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, my God, we can't stop it. We can't fucking stop the thing. We're like, oh, no. I was like, dude, tell us the last. I remember
Who's the next of
the
kin?
one thing was Justin was like, dude, tell us the last thing you wanted your mom to hear. Like, it was just like, say.
That's fucked up. That's
Dude,
pretty fucking
and
funny
this
though.
kid is like yelling.
Like, sure, he
He's
shit himself.
yelling, and then we stop it. We let him out. He's livid, and we're like, nah, dude, we're just fucking with it.
It's funny.
And it's like, dude, come on, man.
You couldn't have died in there.
We're hazing you. It's
Yeah.
fun. He was not happy. Quit the following day.
Sure.
And then, like, the next day I was scheduled, I had to, like, go. I went to work, and they're like, hey, we need to talk to you up in the office. I was like, what's up?
that pyramid was fucking sick.
Dude,
wasn't it?
I honestly was like, anytime they asked me to talk in the office, I'm like, what bullshit department do I have to work in today? And I went up there, and they're like, so we're here to talk about Michael. I'm like, oh, yeah, the new guy. He's like, yep, well, he quit.
Well,
He's like, what do you mean he quit? And he's like, yeah, did you and Justin put him in the baler? I was like,
I mean, we were showing him how it worked.
Part of me, I almost went back into drunk mode. I was like, well, first off, something about are you talking
Baylor and the Baylor. Out
Baylor?
The Baylor.
I'm talking about Christian Baylor.
We're all in the Baylor of life, man.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna crush you. I showed him how it is working 3 hours straight here. You die. You can't even make it if you. Okay, I'm the bad guy.
All right.
All right, be all right. Yeah, I had to go through sensitivity training, which sucks. What you have to do is you have to show up on a day you don't work. You don't get paid for it. And you sit for upwards of 4 to 5 hours in like the break room watching videos on conduct.
That's just, yeah.
And everyone's mad at you. Well, not because they're like, yo, they had to they'll schedule you and then they'll cut your day. So you have to come in on that day. So they're down a guy. And the union shop steward has to stop what he's doing and be in the room with you the whole time. And he's just like, dude, you can't do this shit. And you're just like, I'm sorry.
It was funny, though.
It was, dude. And that was the thing, too, is like, we had to constantly be like, yo, come on, man. We were
a mock execution
like, yo,
is a mock.
He thought he was gonna die.
And then he did.
And then he didn't.
And we all laughed. Look, we got the video.
I also kept saying, I was like, dude, the kid's 22. I was like, grow up. I was so mad. I was like, come on, man. You're 22 years old. You can't take a joke. Like, yo, we're just showing you we fuck around here, dude. We have a good time. It sucks working in the store. If we can make it fun.
Can make it fun.
Let's make it fun.
Eminently threatening people.
It's like you didn't even get to the cool part where we would ride on the pallet jacks backwards and race them. It's the best game in the world.
We do that at the end of the day. And you didn't make it.
And you didn't even make it. You work night shift, you work night crew, you get a 6-pack of beer, you show up, and you ride on the pallet jacks, and you can't even hang. Get out of here.
You're not working material.
And turns out that guy got a really good job, and he's making several figures.
Oh, well.
But you know what?
It wasn't for him.
You know what I want to believe? That I pushed him to that.
True.
I put him in the Baylor, and you know what? I compressed his will to a fine diamond.
Yeah.
You know what? I took a lump of shitty, bitchy 22-year-old crap-ass coal.
It's the human sacrifice from Fight Club.
And then I put him into a diamond, and now he's a Diamond Club member of probably some crap.
Yeah, exactly. Now he has a private entrance.
Yeah, he's got a Learjet. I don't know. Yeah. I hope he's listening. And I hope, you
got a couple dollars to throw back
dude,
at your boy Shaner because he helped you.
You are welcome. Dan, we got one more message. Hopefully this one is
not asking you to do drugs.
I hope it is.
This is a long one.
How long?
Almost 3 minutes.
What?
There's going to be a couple of the...
Hey, Shaner. Love the podcast, but I need your opinion on something.
Oh, boy.
I'll make a long story short.
No, you won't.
I met a chick and matched with her on Tinder. And after talking to her, I met her at a bar, right? So we met up, and things were going well. We had a few drinks. She was really hot, like covered in tattoos. She's got piercings, black hair, like the classic Suicide Girls look. And I'm really into that. So things were going well. And after a couple of drinks, she was like, do you want to go back to your place? And I was like, absolutely. So give her a ride to my place. And while I'm driving, she's like grabbing my hog, right? And, I know where this is going. So as soon as we get into my place, she just jumps on me. Yeah. And we end up hooking up. And then afterwards, we hook up again. And after the second time, I'm like, I need to go take a shower. While I'm in the shower, we hook up a third time. And after the third time, because it took a while, it's actually time for me to go to work. Like my alarm had already gone off. And she was really cool about it. She gets dressed, I get dressed. And I'm giving her a ride home. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to just drop her off. So, hey, I call in late. And I'm like, let's get breakfast. And while we're eating breakfast, I'm like, that was really cool. I appreciate it. She was like, no, thank you. I was like, oh, yeah? Why is that? And she went, well, I'm autistic, and I get fixated on sex. And until I have sex, I can't stop thinking about it. Yeah, so she dropped that on me. So I guess my question is, first, should I feel bad for hooking up with a slowpoke? You know, like, I didn't know at first. And then now that she told me, am I an asshole if I keep doing it? You know, I mean, I know she's a dum-dum, but she's still hot. Or is it okay? Because, you know, she's not like a dribbling retard. She's just autistic. So, yeah, am I an asshole? And should I do it again? Like I said, love the podcast. What's your opinion?
Me? My opinion. You didn't ask me, but
No,
thank
yeah, you gotta.
for
No,
calling.
I mean,
Yeah, like keep fucking her. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand what the problem. I wouldn't call her a slowpoke.
yeah,
I wouldn't.
or a dum dum,
or a dum-dum.
a dum dum.
Did she seem dumb when you had other conversations with her? Like the fact that she's autistic and she's like, oh, when I get a dick in my mind, I can't stop until
Yeah.
it's inside me. Then fucking be the dick inside her.
She's all dick stick.
She's
You-
she's an
you can
artist
have that
with this
one.
dick.
Yeah, I mean, you matched on. She was on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
That right there is like, you know, she's doing her own thing.
She's an adult making adult decisions.
Yeah.
That's
I've met adult autistic people who are out in the world.
I mean, if it was bad enough, I feel like the tattoo artist is really a problem here.
there's that.
Said she was covered in tattoos.
He didn't mention they were all SpongeBob SquarePants. He didn't mention that part.
You know, if she's able
No.
to make that decision and someone's comfortable tattooing her so
Yeah.
many times.
Well-
you know what? Every quirky alt chick says they're autistic now.
Yeah, that is the thing. That is like the new, and that's, you know what that is? That sucks because now you find out you have a kink for that.
Well,
You know what?
That's what he should be worried.
That's what he should be worried about.
Worry
It's
about
like,
if that's your
oh,
thing.
fuck, I found out
You
that
gotta
I'm-
have sex with two more slowpokes.
Now I
I've never heard that before. That's
Slowpoke?
Slowpoke. That's objectively funny.
you fucking slope.
Hey, get out of the road. I'm trying to read quickly.
God damn it, you slowpoke. Yeah, I mean, I would assume, you know, she did all the things that seemed all right. You know, met up for a bar, also out at a bar. You know, grabbing your hog in the car. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It seemed like everything was all right, and then you're like, wait a minute.
No, it can't be.
God damn
It's too
it.
good to be true.
I knew there was something. I knew it.
Like, if he would have reflected back and was like, she did want the crayons for the kids
Yeah.
menu
She
at
was
the
drawing
restaurant.
in the
It
middle.
was wild because, like, when we were at the diner, I knocked over a thing of toothpicks. She counted them immediately. It was wild. I should have known. I should have known then. But then,
The real story here is stop thinking that because you have sex with a person, you have to feed them breakfast. You could have just dropped her the fuck off and went on with his life.
didn't you just go over a whole thing about aftercare earlier?
That's
Didn't you
true.
just go over
but
a
a
whole
ride
thing?
home and like when you're giving someone a ride home, you're like, you good? Everything was fine. Like, you know, it's fine. It was an old couch. Talk to you later. Like, just do
Sure,
that. Live your
sure.
life. Don't be one of those people who like, now I gotta fucking be behind you all the goddamn time.
Yeah, no, I get what you're
Fucking play
saying.
it cool,
Yeah.
dude.
But he
And then he found out she was
Then he found
autistic.
out.
He could have found out, you know.
you know what he should have done? He should have taken her to a McDonald's play place. That would have.
She was already in the ball
She was
pit all night.
There were so many signs I didn't even know about.
She saw my balls. She was like, boop, 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 boop. I was like, But she did it fast, so she wasn't a
I
slow
was like, I knew it right there. She wasn't a slowpoke then. Oh man, yeah. I would say, you know, keep seeing her if you want. I don't think it's a problem until you make it a problem. It doesn't get weird until you make it weird.
Yeah, like, don't make it weird, though.
So, and also don't, I would also say don't brag to your friends that you're like, yo, she's autistic. So here's the thing, autistic, but bottomless throat. It's like, you know, like, I know what you're thinking. A little slowpoke, right? But honestly, balls deep all day, every day.
First time.
She's got sex autism. Which is the crazy thing.
It's a little weird when she tells me exactly how many strokes it was.
It's like I didn't. Yeah, she counted the whole time.
It's a little weird, but you know.
I came and she was like 14 ounces. I was like, whoa. One, that's so much.
That's a lot.
That's so much. She's like, no, I was talking about my squirt.
Yeah,
My
fine.
squirt.
It's only 6% P.
Yeah, it's only 6%. She's got all the figures. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's like been a couple questionable swipes I've had on Tinder.
I've not. Ever.
You've never been on the Tinder thing? You're not missing much. You're not.
I think
You're not
the name of the game is I'm missing a lot. I think the name of the game is.
You know what? Honestly, that phone call, honestly,
right?
You could be banging
I should have,
autistic women right now
I say I don't think I've ever.
at your fingertips.
Yeah, I've never banged somebody with fucking SpongeBob tattoos.
I've
did.
banged people with some really terrible tattoos. Really, really terrible tattoos. The one I had a lady who had almost, she only had, it was really cracked me up because she's like, yeah, I don't have all, she had 7 dwarves, but she only had 5 of them. She had 5 of the 7.
Wait, she had 7 dwarves on her, but only 5
Only
of them were
5
represented.
Only 5. She had the 7 dwarves.
But 5 were done.
5 were done. The
And the other ones were
The other ones
stencils, or-
were, no, they weren't even there.
Oh, they weren't.
They weren't even there.
Well, you know.
And I remember being like, oh, 7 dwarves. Well, wait a minute. I was like,
Yeah.
5 dwarves?
Hold on.
Where's the rest of them? Lord of the Rings tattoos
My tax return is coming.
were real big for a while.
Which
Lord of the Rings
Oh.
was like a huge thing.
They all got tattoos, so
All
it
of
made-
them.
It made people
That
so-
and Harry Potter was like another
a lot of
gigantic thing.
a lot of wands.
And now there's a lot of people who are like, should I have my Harry Potter tattoo removed? Should I get rid of them because of
because
of J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, well,
Which I kind of like, ha.
fucking commit.
I'm like,
commit.
yo, you better love that
No,
shit.
you're supposed to be transphobic
No.
now. Like that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the covenant you made. That's your Horcrux. Is that now you think that bathrooms should be for exactly who they're supposed to
Yeah,
be?
if you're born with a Slytherin, you have a Slytherin. That's
That Hufflepuff nonsense out of here.
get it out of here. That's some Ravenclaw attitude.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
what
you.
you're supposed to do now.
Yeah, it's what you have to do. It's like you gotta own it. You're the author of your favorite childhood series is like, I don't recognize.
Hey, that's in the
You
bylaws.
got it tattooed on you.
I didn't do it.
I guarantee there was a bunch of really devout Buddhist people at one point in time, like, yeah, check out the tat. They're like, you know, Germany's using that for some wild shit. He's like,
really?
"What? No.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
well,
Wait a minute.
I mean, they are dirty. Like that's how you're supposed to slowly but surely. I really like this tattoo.
It's like, yo, can you make it into like, can you actually put spikes on it? Can you make that actually the Tri-Wizard Cup? Because this was like, I don't know. I'm just
Something else.
something else.
Yeah.
I unfortunately got my swastika tattoo covered up with a Harry Potter tattoo. And it turns out it's the same fucking thing. I can't fucking win here.
Damn it.
And yeah, I mean, tattoos are I think the creepiest thing about tattoos, and not creepy, but it is weird when someone has like memorial tattoos and they're really well done, and then you're banging them, and
And then you have to come on their mom's face.
they're dead. They're dead lady.
Right.
They're dead like grandpop or what. I had when I hooked up with a chick who had the portraits of her grandparents on the top of her thighs.
So then they're looking at her upside down every
Dude,
time.
every time you're pretzeling.
Yeah.
But it's not just that. Like I remember like pulling out and being like, oh no.
No. I dick slapped your mom. I'm so sorry.
And it's just like a portrait of like an old man wearing like a sailor hat. Like, I fought for you. It's like you feel bad. You're like, oh,
it's always
no.
a threesome. No, it's all good.
I was like, thank you for your service.
Pow.
Squirtus.
Yeah.
And I told her it was a little bit, yeah, dude, it's just like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I don't understand. Or the other one is a chick had several memorial tattoos of her dead animals.
Oh, man.
Which is...
Her pussy's a pet cemetery.
Dude, sometimes head is better.
That was fantastic.
Woo, that was quick on the draw.
That was good.
Seriously, too many dead
animals
on you. Too
Ooh.
many dead animals on you, and it wasn't just like a cat and a dog. Like there was a bird one. And it was like seriously, like what is this?
And then like the from date and the to date are like hundreds of years apart.
It was.
Birds live for a very long time.
75 years.
So like 75 years.
That would be. She's like, I had.
This is my grandmom's bird.
Yeah, it's like, I inherited
And then it was
bird.
mine.
And then it was mine, and then I ended up killing it. I ended up killing that.
Apparently they
thing.
need to eat every day.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
I didn't know. I figured, first of all, also, what a bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
should have told me.
Talked a lot. A really big talking bird.
Said a lot of racist things.
Oh,
I don't know where she
man.
got it from. She got here like that.
It's like, yeah. Things I didn't even know.
Hey, what is a moon cricket?
Yeah. Turns out this parrot, real big fan of the Harry Potter series.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Expecto Patronum!
2 bathrooms only.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's an abomination.
You can't defeat science. Oh man, I figured, during the pandemic, a lot of people wanted their animals to talk. Do you remember? Did you hear that during the pandemic? There was people who were like, because they were cooped up.
Yeah, I mean,
They were like, oh, I want my.
everybody was crazy.
I wish my dog or my
Could
cat
talk.
could talk to me.
And that's just an exclamation of loneliness.
But not only is it an exclamation of loneliness, that's an exclamation of insanity.
Yeah.
If I found out my cat at the time could talk, that means that my cat can hear me.
Right, and fully understands and
understand
has
what
been
I've been
judging
saying
you the entire time.
and now can possibly repeat the crazy things I have been saying.
Or that it's been seeing, because that's the other thing.
Yeah, it's another thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I'm telling you, if I like people are like, wouldn't it be great if your cat could talk? Like that's the day I drown a cat. That's the day I kill a cat.
I can't be sure you could.
I'm
You'll
like,
keep
if
my
my cat
secret.
was like, hey, I'm like, yo,
nah.
down. And
You be jerking off over here, and then over there, and then over there.
yo, I gotta honestly, what is up with all the jerking off?
Oop. Good.
Nope. So honestly, I didn't think you'd be into that.
It's the same video. You do like that stuff.
You're not just exploring
It's not just
anymore.
exploring
It's not just curiosity
It's
anymore.
cut and paste.
It's you have a thing. You need to just get over the fact that you have a thing. What happened to your cat?
It's fucking crazy.
It was wild.
Wasn't talking though.
But I do think it's like, chicks were like, I just wish my dog could talk or my cat. And I think,
It's a nightmare. You don't want that.
it would be a nightmare, but it would also be like, what if dogs are kind of creeps. Dogs are kind of creepy. And if you had a dog that could talk, do you think your dog is not going to be like, yo, I want to fuck that. I'm going to fuck that. It's like you get home from work, it's like, hey, can we go outside? I got to fucking shit and I got to fuck something. It's like, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
like the level of communication that my cat has with me is enough. Like
Yeah.
a
The other
claw in
thing-
something,
Oh, yeah.
sitting by the window. I get
That's it.
That's good enough. I don't need them being like, hey,
Hey,
right, because they probably
that
would,
thing you fed me the other day was horse shit.
Yeah.
Also, I just took the biggest dump of my life.
in your shoe.
And you better clean it up. I also murdered this mouse, and I loved doing it the whole time. I actually think about eating your face a lot. I actually hope when you go to sleep tonight, you don't wake up so I can eat your fucking face. I'm sorry, I love you.
Yeah, I put a mouse on your couch. You're not gonna find it for 2 weeks because you're a poor hunter.
Because you're a just judging you.
You are
actually the
good.
lowest of the low.
You clean my shit, and that's all you're good for.
I laugh. I tell my friends. you find out your cat's been talking shit
We all
about
talk
you.
about you.
It's like, honestly, if you ever see me out, like when I'm staring out the window and you think I'm just looking at birds, no, honestly, I'm talking to the other cats.
And we're just like, yep,
I'm
he's
telling
doing
them
it again.
how much of a piece of shit you are. But that's where I think chicks would be like, if you had a dog that could talk, and then the one day that the dog is like, well, actually, that's... Could you imagine getting dog-splained?
Yeah, right.
If she's like, I want to do this, and the dog's like, actually, that's... I know what you're doing, but like if you did it like this...
It's your sex autism that's kicking in. It's really flaring
dude,
up.
those I'm telling you, those no-kill shelters turn into slaughterhouses the next day.
I just can't.
The moment that the dog's like, what?
Maybe you're in the wrong?
No.
How about you apologize?
Jesus Christ.
You gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just
You don't have enough rights to be talking to me like that.
if she's trying on clothes, like, he's like, you think you can pull that off? This has been the Ed Podcast. Darryl Charles, thank you so much for being on the show. Make sure you call the hotline, 833-443-5300. We'll address any comment, question, concern, or give you advice on any slowpoke you've been messing around with. Later.